Have you ever found yourself saying these famous words? That's it. I'm done. I promise I'm never going to drink again. I promise you. Because you know what? Those were the words that I used with my wife every single morning, only to break that promise by the night time. But today I'm here to show you that there is a way out. Okay, this video is going to show you how Stoicism can be your secret weapon and help you win that battle with alcohol. Because Stoicism has been around for thousands of years. And even though it's not something that I've studied for, a decade or anything, it's something that's certainly helped me remain sober for the past 6 years. Okay, because it's been more popularized now in the recent years because of Ryan Holiday. He had the book called The Obstacle is the Way. And in that book, there's a powerful truth, within the whole concept of the book. And it's about problems are opportunities for growth. Okay, difficulties, setbacks, and failures, they are not roadblocks, but they are pathways to becoming better, stronger, and more capable individuals because we all have the ability to do that. All of us. Okay, because believing that challenges are opportunities, they become self-fulfilling prophecies. When we see problems as a chance to grow, our actions will align with that belief. And as Epictetus taught, he said, every moment is an opportunity to practice virtue, a chance to develop stronger will. Okay, because in the face of addiction, we will face battles and they will be fierce. And although willpower isn't something that we have to rely on, or we should not solely rely on it, willpower can be a powerful ally for us. Okay, because as Seneca said, he said that you have to persevere and fortify your pertinacity until the will to good becomes a disposition to good. Okay, how much better to pursue a straight course and eventually reach that destination where the things that are pleasant and the things that are honourable finally become for you the same. Okay, because change is as challenging as it might seem. It's possible. I'm proof that it's possible. Okay, your brain can rewire. Okay, your behaviours can evolve. Okay, the cravings for alcohol, drugs, porn, whatever it's substances, they can be, replaced by a craving for a healthier alternative. Addictions to alcohol can transform into, a habit of embracing exercise. For me, it was exercise, meditation, or even the peaceful walks in nature. Because see now, when I have, a bit of challenging stuff going on in my life, if it's not the gym, if I've already been to the gym, then the next protocol will be either meditating or going for a walk in nature. And if you'd have told me that 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I'd have laughed at you. Me being a tree hugger. But it's the truth. When I go out, my problems, seem lighter, and when I come back, I feel different. I feel in a better place mentally. Whereas before, I would run to alcohol or drugs to soothe the discomfort that I was feeling. But now I've got a toolbox, and I'm going to go through, the stuff in this video today. Okay, because again, Ryan Holiday, he says that under pressure and trial we get better, right? We do. When we get put under pressure and trial, we become stronger as long as we don't cave. Okay, we become better people, better leaders, better thinkers. Okay, and we see things for what they are. We don't try and distort reality. We do what we can. Okay, we endure and bear what we must. Okay, but what blocked the path is now the path. Okay, and that's and once impeded action advances action. Okay, the obstacle is the way. And that's, I love, Ryan Holiday's, his channel. I love his books, and it's really brought a modern approach to Stoicism, which can help us digest it, will help me digest it better. Okay, because what I used to think was Stoic meant being emotionless. There, you didn't show your emotions and you didn't have emotions, and emotions were a bad thing. Okay, but that's so far from the truth. Being a Stoic doesn't mean ditching emotions, okay, because that's a misconception that's floating around, especially with the everyday use of the word Stoic in English. Okay, and you might think it's all about having that stone cold poker face, showing no emotion whatsoever. Okay, but that's not true. Let's set the record straight. That's not what Stoicism is all about. Okay, according to Brian Johnson, he said the Stoics weren't emotionless, automations. He said far from it. They believed that they really believed in the good life was about experiencing more joy, tranquility, and a lot less of the anger, anxiety, despair, and nonsense. Okay, and you know what? They were ready to roll their sleeves up and do the hard work and make life happen for them. They weren't sitting around waiting for miracles. They were doing what was required to get the result that they desired. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Okay, so let's look at the first one, right? The first one is focus on what you can control. Okay, control the controllables. So it's focus on sobriety through control. Okay, because when you focus on sobriety through your control, like Epictetus said, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to this. Okay, and what it means by this principle is honing in on what lies within our control in the journey of sobriety. Sometimes we might be presented with external challenges, okay, temptations, societal pressures, and unforeseen circumstances. But the power lies in recognizing and focusing on what we control. For example, putting yourself into an environment like if you're trying to stay away from drugs and alcohol and you put yourself into a party full of people that's going to be taking drugs and alcohol, okay, or putting yourself in situations or having alcohol around the house or you know, triggers, not understanding what your triggers are. And it's about controlling what you can. So for me, I've removed myself from all situations. I never put myself back in these situations. I make sure that my day is structured. So then when I wake up, I know what I'm doing. I'm not bored through the day because I have a plan on what I'm doing. And a lot of the time, boredom for me was when I would resort to, drinking or taking drugs. Okay. And that's what it is. It's about recognizing what you can control and then control it. Okay. Because just think if you're pictured with a temptation, whatever it may be, and you might feel overwhelmed and kind of getting yourself all panicky. Instead, just channel your energy into what you can control. So how you respond to it. Do you remove yourself from it or your mindset? And that's what a big part of living the Stoic life is about. It's about making the right choices, responding the right way, and strengthening your mindset. So then, when these times happen, you know how to deal with them. Okay, because as Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Okay, so that is so important. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Okay, so let's look at number 2. Okay, exercising our will, right? Exercising our will. Okay, because on the journey of staying sober and getting sober, it's, exercising our willpower is important. Now, I don't believe that willpower is the only thing you should rely on, but it's definitely going to be helpful when you're looking to stay sober. Okay, because as Seneca said, he said, it's not that we have a short time to live, but it's that we waste much of it. Okay, and let's dive into how exercising your willpower plays a crucial role in lasting sobriety. Okay, because sobriety is a journey that demands strong will. Okay, it demands determination, at least in the beginning. Now, I don't struggle with cravings. I feel so far removed from it. I could honestly say that I will never drink again because I've strengthened my body, my mind, my soul, everything. I'm so strong in it. But at the beginning, I needed determination. I needed the willpower because, your will and your determination will shape your destiny. Okay, because see, willpower is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. So at the beginning, your willpower might not be as strong, but every decision, every choice that you choose to abstain or stop or put yourself in a different situation that's more beneficial to you is a conscious exercise of your will. Okay, and Seneca's words, they guide us to understand that, our time is precious and so is our will or our willpower. Okay, it's not about the time we have, it's about how we use it to strengthen our resolve. Okay, and, these Stoic, quotes have been around for a long time. Okay, they really have. And it's about finding true happiness and enjoy the present moment without the anxious dependence on the future. Okay, by exercising our will in the present, we shape our future free from the chains of, whatever it may be, drugs, alcohol, porn, gambling, food, shopping, whatever it may be. And that's what it is. It's about our strengthening our will, and then we can reshape our future. Okay, so number 3, let's focusing on sobriety through inner transformation. Okay, inner transformation, because sobriety is not just about quitting a substance. Okay, that's only one part of it. I quit hundreds of times. Okay, but most of those times I didn't stay quit. Okay, there was only one time I stayed quit, and that was the last time. Okay, which was 6 years ago. Okay, so it's not just about quitting substances, it's about a profound shift in the way that you perceive and you respond to the world around you. It's about reshaping your inner self. Okay, so it's about channeling your energy into transforming your mindset, your coping mechanisms, your emotional resilience. Because as Marcus Aurelius said, he said, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but it's your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Okay, so, you have the power within yourself to make the changes necessary. So it's about not wasting any more time and focus on, anything else other than this is what I want and this is what I need to do to make it happen. Okay, you understand, if you were to write that picture of your perfect self and have, it written down, which I do with my clients, is I make them, their ideal self, and I guarantee you wouldn't say that, they drink and take drugs. So don't waste any time on it. Okay, because as Seneca says, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfect without trials. So your trials are shaping you; they're making you stronger. Okay, and what was the quote that Wes Watson says? The demons come down the hardest on those who are meant to shine the brightest, and that stuck with me because I believe that. I believe if you've went through adversity in your life, I believe there's another reason for it. It's giving you the tools that you need for the next stage of your life. Because now when I look back in my life, everything that happened to me, I'm not jumping and saying, oh, I'm so glad it did happen, but I'm grateful for it did happen because it's given me the tools I need now to live the best life I can live now. And would I change anything? I wouldn't change anything because I have 2 beautiful children and an amazing wife that if I changed something back then, I wouldn't have them. But I went through a lot of difficulties, but it shaped me. It gave me the strength, the emotional resilience, the tools that I need to be the strongest inner self that I can be. Okay, the next one, number 4. Embrace, sobriety as an opportunity for personal growth. Okay, now over the past 5 or 6 years, I've grown more in a short time than the rest of my life combined. Okay, I found out what truly makes me tick and what I want from life without having that clouded perspective from alcohol and drugs. See, for me, when I was 15, I started drinking, but also that's when I stopped developing emotionally because every time I had an emotion, I would use a substance to deal with it, whether that was happiness, sad, whatever, angry, happy, anger, whatever was going on, it was always an excuse to drink. It was always an excuse to drink. So I didn't mature emotionally until I stopped. So I had my emotional maturity stunted. The decision to stop drinking and using drugs, at the beginning, I thought it was a restriction because I would have no fun. I wouldn't, I couldn't go out and enjoy myself. But that's wrong because it was an opportunity for me to grow because now I can go out and have fun without alcohol and drugs, whereas before I needed it. So, it might be difficult to begin with, but embrace the chance to reinvent your life without substance. Okay, and yes, it will be difficult at the beginning. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's going to be difficult, but if anything's worth doing, what is it? It's worth doing right. Okay, so you will thank me. You might not thank me now, but you'll thank me in 5 years, 10 years. Okay, it's going to be difficult to begin with, but as time passes, you build strength, it will get easier, and eventually it will be a distant memory that no longer pains you, just like me. Okay, and as Seneca says, difficulty strengthens the mind, and labour does the body. Right? Sobriety opens the door for a life filled with authentic joy, not that bullshit kid on joy that I used to have, that I had to drink or take drugs to feel anything. Okay, and remember, challenges are stepping stones for growth. Okay, number 5, cultivate virtues for sobriety. Okay, virtues. This is what the Stoics spoke about. This was their main thing, is being virtuous. It's such a key journey in being sober. Okay, Seneca says a good character is the only guarantee of everlasting carefree happiness. Okay, so it's time to strive to embody that, to be happy. Because when you can embody self-discipline, temperance, courage, mindfulness, these are things that will bring happiness. And as Epictetus said, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. So it's time to listen to your virtues that are guiding you, because you do have a voice inside that's trying to guide you. Okay, it's listening to, understanding what your virtues are, what are your values. Because there's a voice always telling you that you should go to the gym, you should eat less shit, you should work harder, you should stop drinking, you should be kinder, you should be more courageous, you should be, more compassionate. These virtues are the foundation of your strength, and they will help you navigate, the challenges on your path. Okay, number 6, mindful reflection on recovery. Okay, now this was another game changer for me. Okay, because see, regular reflection on your recovery journey is so important. Take the time to recognize how far you've come and identify the areas that you need to improve. Because, as Epictetus says, he says, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them, right? So in the past, certain situations might have caused you to drink, but when you have a mindful introspection, right, it helps you stay committed to sobriety. It's not just about looking back, it's about understanding your present to shape a more purposeful future. Okay, so, and it's about, understanding what's going on round about you. Okay, and identifying, because even for example, I was giving myself a hard time a few days ago about I should be further ahead, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and then I looked back a year ago, and I just, I had a 5-10 minute mindful journey back a year ago, and I'm now doing something now which I love, which I was too scared to do a year ago. And now I'm doing it, and I didn't even see the progress. It just happened. So I took it for granted. And it wasn't until I sat and had a mindful trip back that I seen it was, I had done it. Okay. So number 7, okay, learn from setbacks. Okay. And this could be a relapse. Okay. Setbacks happen. Okay. Relapses happen. That's okay. Treat relapses as opportunities to learn rather than as failures. Okay, analyze the circumstances. How did you relapse? What happened before it? What situations were on the lead up to it? Did you stop going to the gym? Did you stop meditating? Did you eat shit? Whatever it is, gain insights and then use them to enhance your recovery strategy going forward. Okay, because as Seneca says, he said, he who suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it's necessary. So don't beat yourself up. Okay, you relapse, so what? You can't change it, can you? No, you can't, so accept it. Every stumble is a chance to rise stronger, to refine your approach, and then to fortify your commitment to sobriety. Okay? Right, number 8, define a purposeful, sober life. Okay, this is such an important thing. As I say, if you're not working towards something, it's like pissing in the wind. You just don't know which way your life is going to go, and it could end up, all over the place. It could end up a disaster. Okay, so having an end in mind is no guarantee that you'll reach it. Okay, and this is what Ryan Holiday says. He says, no Stoic would tolerate that assumption, but not having an end in mind is guaranteed that you won't. Right, so that's what it's like. If you don't have something in mind, you'll never reach it because you don't even know that you're trying to get it. And this is when, living a sober life is about defining a purpose that aligns with your values and passions. And I do believe that not having a purpose was one of the reasons why I drank for so long. Because I didn't have any direction in life. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know what meant anything to me. It wasn't until I removed all the alcohol and drugs that I could see clearly, and then I could start to identify what made me tick, what made my lit me up, what did I want to do in my life, who did I want to help. Okay, because having a clear purpose provides that compass, that guiding light. That's why I've got the compass behind me. That's why the logo's got the compass in it. Okay, I believe so heavily in it. It's for me in recovery, it's a guiding light. It's your North Star. Okay, and as Seneca says, a man knows not which port he sails, nor wind is favourable. Your purpose is your compass, steering you away from the turbulent, shitty waters of addiction and towards a fulfilling life. Okay? So, number 9, visualizing the sober self. Visualization is so powerful. Okay, it's so powerful. I can't express it enough. Visualization is a powerful motivator for maintaining sobriety, but not just that, but achieving success. Okay, because when you can envision the person you aspire to be, okay, when you don't have drugs and alcohol in your system, when you're at your higher self, if you can see that man clearly, and you can then concretize it in the reality, what you can see in the invisible, that's when you start to achieve great things. Because as Marcus Aurelius says, he says, very little is needed to make a happy life. It's all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Picture the joyful, sober self that you are. Okay? And he didn't say that last part, that was me. But, just imagine that you have their potential, because you do. And imagine the person you want to be, and then bring that person in reality by acting like it. Because you have to create him in the invisible to bring him into the visible, or her, sorry. Okay? So visualize the life that you want, the person that you want to be, and then concretize it in right now, in the present, by acting like that. Because when you want something, to create something, like you want to create a business, or you want to create whatever it may be, then you need to ask yourself, what would the person I'm becoming do right now? And then take that action. So if you're trying to start a new business, right? So you want to start an online business, right? Okay, and you've got nowhere, and you visualize this person, what's he doing? He's, or she, making X amount of money, helping thousands of people, and how does that person carry themselves, right? What would that person do right now? I guarantee you, if there was an action to take, they would take the action. And if they didn't know what action to take, they would find out what action they had to take, and then they would take it. There's always only two actions. You know how to take the action, you know what action to take, and you take it, or you don't know what action to take, and you find out the action, and then you take it. Okay? Number 10, let go of the substance-induced identity. Okay, so it's about, building a new identity, because letting go is liberating. Release attachments to the identity that's tied you to drugs and alcohol, and step into the freedom and be able to redefine yourself as somebody who does not drink, who does not take alcohol. Okay, because as Seneca said, it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. So every time you take a drink, you're wasting more of your life. Every time you go on a bender, you're wasting your life. Every time you're not taking aligned action, which means action that's taking you towards your vision, you're wasting your life. Okay, it's about understanding you embrace the present moment, free from the shackles of your past, because the past is in the past. Okay, we're not going that way, we're going forward, right? So we don't look back. Okay, you let the past go. Okay, and the time to step into the new identity is now. Okay, number 11, gratitude. Expressing gratitude. Now, the Stoics talk about this all the time. Okay, cultivating gratitude is so important in life. Okay, but it's also in sobriety, and because you need to acknowledge the positive changes, the improved health, the enhanced well-being that comes from staying away from drugs, alcohol, the better relationships, the more money, just a better old general life. So if every day you can be thankful for that, then you're going to get more of it. But if you start taking it for granted, I can guarantee you there's only one way it's going to go. You're going to go back drinking, like I did many, many times. Okay, and as Epictetus said, he said, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he does not have, but he rejoices for those which he has. Okay, gratitude is fuel that propels you forward. Okay, if you cannot be grateful for what you have in life, then I can guarantee you won't have a happy existence. Okay, because look at the stuff that we have for free. Wi-Fi, mobile phones. Look at all these things that we have at our disposal. There's so much to be grateful for: food, water, a roof over our head. There's so many things. If you can't find gratitude, there's something wrong. There definitely is. So be grateful. And especially when you start getting days of sobriety, weeks of sobriety, months of sobriety, years of sobriety, you have to tap into that gratitude. That gratitude is going to keep you sober. Okay, every day I'm so grateful for what I have. And I don't have this big glamorous life with Lambos and penthouses and all that. No, but you know what? I'm so grateful for everything that I do have. I have a lot better life than I did 6 years ago, I can tell you that. And I will have, I don't know about the Lambos because it's not my cup of tea, but I will have the nice big houses and I will have this because every day I'm working towards it and I know, I'm visualizing it. I know it will become reality. I just need to keep taking the forward action. Okay, and that's for anything you want in life. You have to know what you want, you have to know what action to take, and then you have to take it and you have to be grateful. Okay, okay. Number 12. This is the last one, but I'm going to do just one more after it because there's one that just encompasses everything, right? The last is commit to a continuous growth and recovery. Okay, and embrace the mindset of a continuous growth and recovery, a lifelong learner. Okay, because there's so much to learn. There's so much you have the potential to achieve the greatest things that you could ever achieve. And that's when you can continually grow. Don't have a fixed mindset and think that you're stuck where you are. You're not. You can achieve whatever you want. It's about understanding that you have to now go out and seek the knowledge. You have to embrace a growth mindset. Go out there and achieve what you want by getting the tools, the knowledge, and the qualifications or whatever it is that you need. Okay, and whether even if it's getting extra support, engaging in therapy, a support group, whether it's AA, wherever you want to go. Okay, it's about what do you need to be the best version of you, and then do it. Okay, don't slack on this. Okay, read books, do podcasts, whatever it may be, but every day commit to injecting positivity into your mind and trying to be the best version of yourself. Okay, because Marcus Aurelius says it. He says, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. As simple as that. And as Wes Watson says, he says, all of our purpose is to be the best, the man that we admire in every way and give that man to the world. And I believe that. Okay, I really do. Okay, because the journey doesn't end, it evolves. Commit to being the best version of yourself and evolve every day. And if you can do that and everything, if you can do everything that I've said in this video, you will stay sober. Okay, I can assure you. And there's one last one in service. If you can be of service to humanity in any type of way, helping your fellow man or woman or whoever it may be, this is what this video is about. Service. Okay, if you can, actively try and help the person that's one step behind you, or just be there for a friend, or just, be in any type of service, that will make you feel better than anything else that I could imagine. Okay, because I love helping people. See the feeling I get after I've helped someone, or I've gave my time to something. Service is, one of the highest levels of gratitude, but it's also it's such a rewarding and fulfilling thing. Okay, so that's the 12/13 principles of Stoicism that I think I know because I live them and I implement in my life every day. And I've been sober for this long time. So, I hope this video has inspired you and brought you some value. Okay, hit the like button, subscribe button, and listen, if there's anything else, any videos you want to like, shoot it in the comments. I'm always open to ideas. In fact, I always love to get input because I have so many ideas bouncing about, but I would rather know what my subscribers would like or people watching would like, because then I can make videos that are more appealing. So listen, have a great day, stay sober, much love, take care, ciao for now.